Morning, everybody. Monday, December 5th. Opening day of Northern Zone muzzleloader season up here in upstate New York. Out in some state land in a spot I call Reliable. I get doe out of here every year. It's the first spot and tree I actually got a deer with my bow too. So, kind of 25 degrees, no wind. Kind of close to the road, but never seems to stop a deer from coming through here. I've already heard one shot this morning. Give you a quick little view of what I'm looking at. So here's my tree. My back goes to the right. My muzzleloader's on my left. I'm about 15 feet up right now. So all this is state land. Back there is a meadow. Right over here is private property, but the deer like to come along this edge and then come up in here and eat acorns that fall out of the tree here every year. The biggest buck I've gotten out of my life, I got out of here during rifle season. He got shot at way up there. He ran down through here, came across, and I shot him right over here. And he dropped right back there. You can see I'm not far from the road. There's the road, there's my Jeep. So we'll hang out for a couple hours, see if some does come through, and put more meat in the freezer. One thing about this spot I forget to mention, during the early muzzleloader season in here, excuse me, I had a doe come in with a few fawns and another doe that stood further back. Took a shot at her. She came wandering right down along, came through this trail, stopped right here. I fired on her, and all I heard was a pop. I had a bad primer. Once they heard that, they saw me and they bolted, so hoping to get a little bit of redemption here this morning and see if I can put her in the freezer. Well guys, it's 8:47 in the morning. Back to my Jeep. I didn't see a thing this morning. I'm usually not big on giving advice or telling adults what to do or anything like that, but I will give you guys this one. I came out at 6:30 this morning. Sat out here for just over 2 hours, roughly 2 hours, something like that. My advice or my experience and stuff for you is to know when to quit. I don't mean that in a sense of quit hunting or anything like that. I mean it in a sense of know your limits. It's in the low 20s right now, and as the sun came up and started heating everything up, and the cold air shifts, got to that point of my feet hurt so bad I could barely stand on them anymore on my platform. It was really, really painful. I'm wearing tons of layers, 3 layers of socks, thermal socks, nice thick boots, 3 hoodies, a shirt, 2 layers of pants. My body is perfectly warm, but my feet got so bad that I got past that point of they didn't hurt anymore, meaning I'm probably going to start causing some frostbite kind of damage and stuff on my toes. Once I realized that, I gave it a little bit of extra time, see if the sun would help warm me up, and it didn't. Got to that point of, all right, now my fingers are starting to really go numb because they're starting to get really cold, and I'm wearing gloves and keeping my hands in my pockets. So I knew I had reached my limit, so I climbed down. So my advice really is just know when to quit because you've reached your limit. Clearly push your limit every time you can in anything in life. Always try to do better and be better, be stronger, all that fun stuff. But know your limits, and once you've reached it, move on before you cause a problem and cause damage and hurt yourself. And before you guys ask, because it is muzzleloader or rifle season and stuff up here, yes, I had my hunter orange on. When I'm walking through the woods, I had my bright orange hat, as I'm supposed to, with the law, either a hat or a vest. When I'm up in the tree, I put this little beanie on to keep my ears warm and stuff like that. When I climbed back down, beanie came off, orange hat went back on. So always be safe when you're walking through the woods and stuff, and obey the law. But sometimes, regardless of how many layers you put on, doesn't matter. The cold will get right to your bones. So know your limits, know when to quit, and then try later. Hunting isn't worth hurting yourselves. So quitting for the morning. I'm going to head on home, spend the day with the wife. Got some chores to do around the house. Try again this afternoon at a different spot where I'm pretty sure there's a big herd of does that are moving around. See if we can fill the muzzleloader tag there. We'll see you later, guys. What's up, everybody? As promised, I'm doing the afternoon sit here, December 5th. Came to another county state land area. It's currently 3:15, about 40 degrees. Set up off a doe bedding area that's nothing but pine. I got a small 7-point out of this area during rut this year. Walking out, I did see a doe and 2 fawns coming out in the field way over on the other end of the field walking in. So hopefully this herd that's beds down in these thickets and stuff in front of me will come in tonight, and we'll be putting a doe up in the tree to hang tonight. We'll see what happens. Wanted to be out here earlier than I got here, but kind of took a nap and fell asleep and running late today, so we'll give it some time and see if one of these comes in. Maybe I'll get the shot on camera. Well, no luck tonight. Tell ya, sometimes you just can't make this shit up. During buck season, northern row zone rifle season and stuff, a lot of the spots that I've hunted the last couple of days, full of does. Must have let a couple dozen of them go by me this year. Had one in this spot tonight. I had one directly under my tree. I even caught her on camera and watched her walking around. Now that it's doe season up here for late muzzleloader, not a single doe. Walking into this area, saw a doe and 2 fawns way out in the far corner where I've never seen deer before. Got me all excited thinking that, they were going to come out of this bedding tonight, because I know there's a herd of does in here, probably 7 or 8 of them. Nothing. So this last weekend, hunting in the southern zone, down there trying to fill my 2 doe tags, no does come around me at all. So while I'm hiking around scouting in an area, I walk up on a buck, big buck, at 20 yards bedded. He sees me, bounds off, missed 2 shots. So really, you can't make this shit up, and you got to have a sense of humor as a hunter, because during buck season, does everywhere, even though I got lucky and was able to get a couple bucks this year. But, yep, does everywhere, let them all go. I was legal. Now that it's doe season and I can fill some doe tags, now I can't find a single doe, but walked up on a big buck the other day. Man, you just got to keep pushing. I'll get one eventually.